Hi everyone, it's Liza with Gatehouse Admissions with some additional thoughts and tips for folks that are applying specifically from private equity. So this year, 24-25, word on the street is that it was a challenging year for private equity applicants. In fact, we had one client who is on the wait list heard from a professor at HBS that the school was prioritizing those with operational experience. And this was in part influenced by the weaker market that's going on out there right now. Now, I don't know if that's really the case, and the school would be hard pressed to reveal that too much. But what I do know is that the number of PE applicants, it's increasing. If you think about it, firms have been growing. There have been more firms that are popping up, and they all have classes of associates. And so more and more private equity applicants are out there, and some portion of them probably growing in tandem with the number of private equity associates out there is thinking about business school. So it's an incredibly crowded space, and that's not going to change. I also would not stake your application process on this news. What they did in 2024-25, whether or not they did it at all, has no bearing on what they're going to do in 25-26, 26-27, or years after that. I think, the reality is everything, the economy, the world, everything is changing all the time. So you can't really try to game theory this. It's going to come back to bite you. However, what I would say is that more than ever, given the school's sort of, thirst for diversity and learning from peers and diversity of all kinds, so geographies, functions, industries, you name it, so much of the learning is going to happen from people in the classroom. And that puts pressure on these schools to seek applicants from different pools, even though they always love private equity associates because you guys help educate the rest of the class, bring the rest of the class along. So what I would say is, as with any year, really, doing a great job is never sufficient. That is not going to be enough to earn you a spot in one of these programs. So in any year, I would really encourage you to be thinking about your external resume. So the ways you're getting involved in the community, the ways that you're pursuing initiative and leadership in things that you're passionate about, and you're really driving those things to results, even within your office, within your firm, really striving to go above and beyond. So just thinking about it, getting an A on the things that you were tasked to do, that's great and all. And you need to be doing that, but you need to be doing much more to really stand out. And that's under your control. Right? So even though you will be up against people that have operational experience and maybe that's hard to compete with. Okay, fine. You're not going to change your job, and you shouldn't. But you can absolutely craft this sort of external resume and an internal resume that goes beyond your job to help show the schools that you're somebody who doesn't just take opportunity or do well when asked to do things, but that you actually create opportunities. You seize these opportunities. You look for ways to strive to go above and beyond. There will be private equity associates, lots of them, hundreds of them, that get into these programs. These are going to be the strategies that enable those people to do that.